Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning out there. And today I got a fantastic story for you today. This has something to do with what happened to, I'd say probably about several years ago, I guess. It's been a while. And this story is actually about me being on dialysis. So, hope you guys enjoy this video today. The story begins when I was at home, when I was still living with my mom and dad. This was actually when I was still in school. I was still in school at the time, so the ironic thing happened is we were going to be going to a concert down at the Gorge Amphitheater. And that's over in Eastern Washington. I haven't been to there. The one thing that actually happened when we were going there is I was kind of feeling just a little sluggish, but I didn't think of anything of it. I thought I was just basically tired or something like that. Because I thought I was actually just tired. That's all it was. I thought that's all it was. And so we went down to the gorge, and of course we got there early, about a couple hours early. So we sat out next to the car down in the parking lot, and I just sat there, just ready. Because usually I just like to read books and stuff while I'm bored, and I was getting kind of bored, so I pulled out my book and read a little bit. um, and then the gates finally opened, so we went into the concert. I think it was Styx at the time. I think that's exactly who it was that was performing that day. And and then later that night when we were coming out of the concert, and all of a sudden I just started not feeling right. I just started not feeling right all of a sudden. And I looked at my dad and I was like, something is off. I was like, something doesn't feel right. And as I've been feeling like I just started feeling like this just suddenly. And it came out suddenly, and that was actually because I just finished a lemonade that I had before the concert ended. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I was like, maybe I shouldn't be drinking anything if I'm feeling kind of sick. So I just finished it anyway. So I was like, you know what? I just finished it anyway. So, and as we were getting in as I was throwing it away, I almost threw up right in the trash can that was outside the gate. Um, and then a couple minutes later, when we got to the car, I wasn't in the car yet. I was in the around back, putting something into the back. I was putting my backpack back there. So, and then I started turning around, and all of a sudden I just burst. I just immediately threw up all over the place. And I was like, well, good thing I wasn't pointed in the car. And then I did it a couple more times. So, yep. Not a smart thing to have happen after the concert, but after that I felt pretty good. but still tired because we've been out since like almost past 11 o'clock at night. So, and we were supposed to be going to a wedding the next day, so we drove all the way home from there. And by the time we got home, it was already actually it was already past 11 o'clock. I think it was probably about 11:30 at night when we arrived back at home. So, because the concert didn't start till like 4:30 or so, um, and then and then I went. When we got home, I just went straight to bed. So because I wanted to get rested up for the wedding. So, and I was like, maybe I'll feel better in the morning. And then, sure enough, I felt a whole lot better after a good night's some rest. So, and then we went to the wedding, which was actually one of a former members of my mom and dad's old church. So, it was just a family friend. So, um, yeah, and then we came home after the wedding, and then it was a pretty fun wedding too. So, and we just decided that we went to the and then after we got home, me and my sister would just sat around and just watched a movie or something like, and then we watched some movies because me and my sister love to watch movies. So, and that's what we did. And yeah, that was a pretty fun experience. A pretty fun wedding. It was a pretty fun wedding. But when I actually throw up like that, and my dad said, "That's it. You're going to a doctor." And that's when I found out that I had kidney failure. And then one thing led to another, which ended up on dialysis for about 5.5 years, and then just about 2011 to 2012, I think it was January 2012, and that's when I received my received a kidney transplant. And here's a funny side effect for this, because after 5.5 years, and then of course you had to have needles you had to have needles in your arm for 4 hours, and you had to hold your arm out like this for like 4 hours at a time. And it's like 4 hours. It was like three times a week for 4 hours. And that was an exhausting process. And so, yeah, you had to have your arm hold out for like 4 hours. 4 hours. So that was not fun. But I gotta tell you though, that definitely, and when I actually got that transplant, me and my uncle went out for some air, while I was still in the hospital. So because I hadn't been out in the fresh air in a while, so I felt like I was like, you know what, I need to get out and get some fresh air, and we did. And then we stopped at the cafeteria and we picked up a little snack for me on the way back. So I got like a bag of chips and some and a Dr. Pepper to bring back up to the room. So and then and as we were going back, I saw the dialysis machines in that one storage room, and I said, "Get out of my life, machine." That made my uncle laugh. So. And I kind of surprised myself by doing that, by saying that. So, I mean, what can you do? So, but yeah, that was a pretty funny thing to have happen. It was a pretty funny thing to do. So, yeah, that's pretty much my whole story right there on that. So, anyways, if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. And I will catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out.